That baby gonna skirt
Send the baby back to God.
with that broom.
Damn, Jada.
I'm sorry.
Well, welcome to Judge Your Mama podcast. I'm Asia.
I'm Izzy.
I'm Jada.
I'm super.
I'm Beauty.
It's your girl Vals, and the first topic of today would be, why do women prefer toxic relationships over healthy relationships, like Sierra and Russell?
Or the Sierra Future. I don't know. I think a lot of times, I've actually kind of looked this topic up before, and they say it's really because, sometimes you get almost like an addiction and used to toxic things in your life. So when you don't have it, it's like you kind of fiend for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a form of showing your affection, or some women think that it's a form of showing them, that's a form of a man showing that they care, or, vice versa. That's the woman showing that they care.
I agree with that, Jada. I've heard of women saying that, him like being aggressive or acting a certain way is a form of showing that he cares and he actually is fighting for the relationship. I think it's toxic, but if that's what you think love is.
I don't know. Me, I think like when somebody say they want to be in a toxic relationship, I don't think they want to be in it. They just rather like it done got to the point where why would you want to start over? Or not, I don't want to say not more so why you want to start over, but you just got used to the shit. So sometimes some people get immune to it, you know? So you get used to the talking shit, like shut the fuck up, bitch. You shut the fuck up, bitch. And then you know what I'm saying? Some people like that shit. Me personally, I can't do it. You can't call me no bitch. You can't, ain't none of that. But some people prefer that. Me, I can't. I don't want a peaceful relationship either. Because if I can tell a man to shut the fuck up and he shut the fuck up, no, out,
No.
out, you know.
I think some women stay in it because, like, I think most toxic relationship has history behind it. Like, it doesn't start off toxic. So the woman is already in love. She remembers the good times and she thinks she knows who he is when he's not toxic. So, I know who you really are type thing, or y'all don't know him like I know him, because she's holding on to that facade he had in the beginning. So now that he's showing his true colors, she doesn't know how to let go of, the good times that they had. So I don't think it's that she wants it. I think she just has hope for that person that she met in the beginning, because I don't believe anything starts off toxic, because if it does, I feel like it's quicker to leave.
Right.
I feel like it just has some history behind it. And things like that. I feel like, and I also feel like, to the other part of the question, I feel like every woman wants a Russell and Sierra, but you have that stigmatism of dating lame guys or guys with not that swagger and stuff like that. Some women can't handle not being with the thugs that they're used to. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're expecting the man to be this kind of way when y'all go out. You want to feel protected. But guys like Russell, you know what I'm saying? You don't get that same vibe. So some women don't know how to like turn over a new leaf and be like, okay, let me try this out. He don't got to be the best looking guy. He don't got to be the most thuggish guy. This side of the grass may be okay. Maybe they don't know how to switch it up a little bit as well. I know I've been there.
Yeah.
The good guys are the ones, everybody is attracted to somebody, but it may not be what you're used to. And it's hard to let go of what you're used to. Let go of what you're used to.
I want to speak for the people who are just getting into relationships that are already toxic. I always, well, not like really blame, but I just refer back to social media and reality television today, and how they portray in these relationships that it's okay to call out females out of their names, or it's okay for a woman to hit their men or whatever have you. And these young people who are watching that, they're going to go into these relationships thinking that it's okay.
Right.
And then they listen to these songs where they don't respect women and vice versa. So it's like that's all they know, and that's why that's why like people prefer to be in toxic relationships today, because they don't know anything else. And it's hard for them to see an actual, especially for Black people, a respectable Black love, Black marriages, because you hardly have that.
That's true.
Yeah, and to piggyback off you, Val, as far as that's all they know, a lot of them grew up seeing the same thing that they end up going through in relationships. So that is all they know, but a lot of them are very comfortable with it because that's all they know. Like, it's easier to shout and scream instead of actually sitting down and listening and communicating the correct way. It's easier to walk away or walk out of a relationship. So it's a lot more comfortable for people, but a lot of people like that. They're more comfortable with it. They don't know anything more than that and choose to be in that type of relationship.
And then they'll meet somebody like a Russell, and it's like they'll think it's a facade. They'll think it's like a fake. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push you, or I'm gonna keep nagging at you, or I'm gonna see what's your hidden agenda. Because a lot of times, I don't want to say always, you know what I'm saying? It does seem like it's hard to find, like, you know, good men, because, you know, especially like what Val said, it's like the same with men, you know what I'm saying? They see things on social media, so they start acting like that. So if they coming at you, especially in this time, correct, you're like, nah, something ain't right. What's going on? And then sometimes you find out, and maybe sometimes you might have missed out on a good guy because you was thinking the whole time that he was just a fuck nigga. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah,
right.
I do believe that some women do push good guys away because they're so used to the bad guys, and as soon as they get something good, it's like it's not right, something's wrong. So it's just little stuff that do push them away, and vice versa.
Yeah. And then the word toxic too. Like, you know, I have friends that think that toxic relationships are a turn on. Like, they get turned on by a man that is like, no, you ain't going nowhere type shit. Like, they like that. They think that's what a man is. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever the case. Right. And to me, but, you know, to them, you know, to each their own, but it's just like, they like it. So if the relationship's not like that, then they're just like, oh. And then like Asia said, if they like a Russell and they're like, you know, polite and nice, then they're lame or whatever. And that's a lot of times what it is, because it's like, I want a hood nigga, you know what I'm saying? But hood niggas can be polite, you know what I mean? I've met a lot of hood niggas that are nice men, you know, but no, they want the ones that, man, get your ass over here, bitch. Yeah.
Right. Wait, that reminds me of Meg when she said that she accepts like cheating respectfully. Like, she's okay with her man cheating as long as it's done respectfully. I've never heard of that.
How do you cheat?
But she is saying as long as he doesn't come back with any STDs, as long as he doesn't get a girl pregnant, and as long as he doesn't have a kid on her, that's like, she's okay with that.
I wonder.
I'm like, there's women that like and are okay with that type of, that's toxic to me.
That's very that's
crazy.
toxic.
I think, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Me, I can do it. But in my other life, I probably would have accepted that. Like, I would accept him, like, in my other life, not this one. Not this person today. I had
Next one.
Life. I had another life before my children. I probably, yeah, man, you know, bring all that good shit. Because it's like an open relationship. Because guess what? I'm going to do the same thing.
Well, that's what I was just about to ask. Would you be able to do the same thing?
That's an open relationship because I'm doing the same thing.
I wonder if when Meg was explaining that, Izzy, if she thought, if she felt like she could do it too.
Well, if it's an open relationship, it's not called cheating. Mm-hmm. But she said cheating, so I'm assuming it's her man. But an open relationship, there's no cheating in that. Unless
I think TLC explained that version in the song Creep. Y'all know Creep by TLC?
Oh, yeah.
Like, even though you're doing your thing.
As long as you don't know.
Yeah. Like, she was doing her thing, too. So, or Candy had a song like that, similar to that, too. But whatever floats people boat. I don't understand that Megan Thee Stallion analogy though. Like,
Oh no,
No,
that was
that was
That was
that was
Meg
not
from Bad
Meg.
Girls Club.
oh,
That's Italian.
Bad Girls Club. Isn't she
Yeah.
booed up now?
Yeah,
She
I
married
guess that's the man she's talking about. Yeah,
Who, wait,
in
which
this
one
new
y'all talking about? Y'all
show.
talking about Meg the Stallion boot up or the other Meg?
No. Oh, I was talking about the Meg from Bad Girls
I was talking
Club.
about whoever y'all was talking about who made that statement. So yeah, she was
Uh-huh.
kind of blonde to me anyway.
Yeah, she a little
Yeah.
slow.
She was kind of like an airhead. I thought she was smarter than that, but
Yeah,
I mean, I
she-
thought she
but-
had a little bit more values.
yeah. But
think-
she's claiming that every man cheats. She's claiming that no matter what the relationship, that every man cheats.
and I
That is
honestly
not
believe
true.
that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You
That's why
do.
I
I'm
don't.
That's a sucky way to.
Every man?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's
I
They
can't
might
think
have,
of that.
had a past, but I don't believe every single man out there cheats in
At a certain
relationship that they've
time
been to.
in their life.
But then it's like it's no hope. You're gonna go into the next relationship and there's just not gonna be any hope.
That's why I ain't gonna be in no next relationship. But the
Aw.
thing is,
Girl, you say that now. You
Right,
right, the
until
right
she
one.
gets swept off her feet.
Well,
Yeah,
Right.
the person get mad.
I don't think that every man cheats. I mean, because you can't. If you think like that, then you'll just, like I said, then you'll be the person that's gonna find somebody's gonna come around that's a good person, that's really a genuine good person, and you're gonna chase them away because you're thinking that they probably up to no good. But are you saying that you would accept a man cheating? That's almost like saying that you would accept them, or that you're just like, I'm not even gonna get in a relationship.
I can't even
Yeah.
touch on that. So
if y'all see me with a man on Instagram, y'all never see me posting nobody. Listen, y'all see me on a man on Instagram, trust me, baby. I've been drugged through the dirt and they put a gun in my head.
You'll never see my man on Instagram. That's the thing. That's when
That's not happening until I get married.
Yeah.
See,
I already know.
I can relate to you about a lot of things, but I want you to think about this. After your kids are grown and out the house, you think you're gonna still feel that way? Your kids gone. It's just you in the house
She gonna
by
be
yourself.
bored.
I'm gonna get on Christian Domingo.
Girl, bye.
You gonna want
wanna be
somebody.
alone. You're not gonna want to be alone.
You gonna want somebody.
He has us occupied right now, but I promise, after they leave or get old enough to do their own thing, we're gonna be like, okay, I think it's time. So I do understand how you feel right now, but I got that feeling when
Because I'm so content, y'all. When I tell you I am so at peace, I am good. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can have your little booty calls, whatever. You know, I'm grown, baby. I have a little booty call. But that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That person gonna be here for like 30, 45 minutes. I don't want you to sleep over. I don't want to cuddle. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's boom, boom, bam. No, don't, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't be
But
lovey-dovey.
but
Don't
even
catch
with
no
that,
feelings.
would you? Are
Don't
you,
text me.
you comfortable with him sleeping around?
Sleep around what?
Like, if he's your fuck buddy.
That's his
the women.
business.
Oh, I see.
If that, okay, he's an exclusive fuck buddy. Let's put it like that. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know what I'm saying? We help each other out. You know.
Wait, what do you mean?
Catch
We help
one.
each other out. Exclusive fuck buddies help each other out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dog, what you doing tonight? Yeah, all right. I ain't doing shit. Pull up. All right.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Like the on-call.
But ain't no holding the phone. Ain't no none of that.
No Buddha.
How long will you wait when a man gets locked up?
What did he get locked up for? That is my first question. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a misdemeanor? Like, are you going to be in there for like a little week or whatever?
I think it depends on how long we've been together. Because I'm a ride or die. Like,
Okay.
shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens, and it depends on how long we've been together. I prefer it to be my husband, of course.
Absolutely.
But if it's like we're making it to there, we've been together for a long time, and something just popped off and happened, like, I'm gonna hold it down. But if it's like life or something like that, I'm gonna always be his friend. But hopefully he would have enough love for me to say, you know, move on. You know, I'm not gonna do it as soon as he get in there, but I'm gonna always write him letters. I'm gonna let my new love know that, hey, my first love is in jail for life. I'm gonna go see him. I'm gonna write him letters. I'm gonna put stuff on his commissary, all that stuff. I'm gonna hold it down in that way so he know he has somebody, because it's too many men, you know what I'm saying, in prison and stuff like that has nobody, that made a mistake. And you know, they deserve to have somebody, whether it's a letter or something like that. So it depends on who it is, how long we've been together, and how long he has. I'm not doing life. If it's a year or two, I think that's doable. if y'all really have that relationship, I will hold it down for a year or two. I think it's doable. I feel like it'll be worth the wait. Now, if it's somebody that you just met, a nigga can play like he love you in jail all day or prison and then get out and act like you ain't hold him down. So I feel like it has to be history there.
Absolutely.
And if it's 10 years or something like that, I couldn't. I probably have to have my fun and then just be like, okay, when you get home, you know, we back on. But
Yeah.
Would you tell them about your fun?
yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't go out and tell them, but I wouldn't lie. Like,
a lot of times they don't want to know.
Oh,
A lot of times they. Oh, go ahead, Super.
I mean, you know, y'all say y'all a lot of times. Go ahead and finish y'all a lot of times, cause I ain't got a lot of time.
No, I was going.
I mean, I understand where Asia's coming from. That's good. My patience is already thin, so I mean, I had a friend. We weren't together, but I have a friend that went to jail. He only went to jail for a year, and I can't. I got folks. I can't put no money on your books, baby. I mean, I got. You know what I'm saying? I put $50. I said, listen, you can get 5 minutes conversation. How you doing? How you doing? What's up? We hanging up, baby. We gonna make this $50 spread over this year, baby. I don't know. I just.
But what if you were in love with them? That's really like, you know what I mean? Like if you fell in love with them, so you're saying like instantly, as soon as they get locked up, the love is gone.
No, it's not going. I'm gonna still love you from a distance, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to support you. It depends on what you went to jail for. If you went to jail for like, if you went to jail for something that helped me, I might, you know, I'm gonna hold this shit down. But if you went to jail on some stupidity and something you could avoid it and something that you dug your hole, I'm sorry. I just have no sympathy. I'm sorry. I'm a cold bitch. I'm sorry.
That is cold.
It ain't nothing wrong with that.
I just couldn't. But I wouldn't judge nobody. I mean, y'all hold y'all man down. POP hold it down. But Super can't do it.
Nah.
I think it depends on like the relationship. Like in any relationship I've been in, like it was someone that I looked at as a potential like future like husband or whatever. So I think that's like most relationship, unless you're just doing a relationship for fun. But I've been in 2 relationships and had both of them in jail, not like no more than a year, but I stayed around like just because I'm like this person is gonna get out eventually, and if it's someone that you plan on being with, why not hold it down? So I guess it's what your future is looking like or how you feel about this person. But I don't think I would wait forever. If someone had life in jail, I wouldn't wait forever. And if it was a really long time, like 10 years, and you wanted to do your thing, I would be okay with letting them know that. I think they would want to know from you instead of hearing it from like another cellmate through the streets that you sleeping around with somebody else or something like that. And they should be okay and comfortable with that. Can't nobody hold you down from jail.
Right.
Like, so.
Let me tell y'all, okay, it's a difference between jail and prison.
Right.
Yeah.
I know currently to this day, some people in prison who making 6 figures.
Yeah.
And baby mamas, wives, everything taken care of from there. Now, I'm not saying, you know, this shit, like I said, I'm still standing by my stance. So we got history, whatever, you ain't in there that long. I can hold it down, especially if you did something for the family or with something, because so much going on today with our community and the police and all this stuff. Karens, all this stuff, that anything could happen. So I guess, like you said, depends on the cause. But some men or hustlers can make money from prison too. A lot of money.
I've definitely heard of that.
A lot.
I heard they paying child support in prison too. Because I'd be like, because my friend, her baby was in prison, and he paid child support. I'm like, dog, you get more child support than me.
Yeah. But that led me to think about, would y'all date someone with a long criminal record? If he's respectful to you, nice to you.
I think
I wouldn't judge anyone by their past.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of matters because with that, I think that it's like, you see they have a criminal record. If they're still moving the same way that they were moving when they had that record, then I would automatically have to assume that you would, you know, probably do something to get yourself locked back up. And that's in a totally different. I do think the black man in jail hole, it's a systematical thing, it's a setup, but that's a whole different story. So I would hold my man down, but I'm saying it's like if I seen you had a criminal record, and you was acting the same, just to avoid the heartbreak and the heartaches, I probably would just like, yeah, we gotta just keep it cool and just be friends, because I don't want to be heartbroken.
Me
Yeah, I would say if
personally,
I can't travel with you or sign important documents with you, I cannot be
Right,
with
right,
you.
exactly. I
That's
think
true.
about that too.
thank
Sorry.
you. 'Cause I'm sitting here thinking when like certain like say for instance we want to buy a house in a subdivision and they run me and your background check and we're married, they gonna say, oh, he has a felony, he can't stay here. So that hinders
Right.
where you stay at, it hinders how you move. Like I couldn't, like me
Uh,
personally, I understand people have a past, but that pass always come back up. It's always hunting you. That's why it's a pass. Like I heard that they supposed to be doing some felony thing to drop it or expunge it, some shit like that. If it's so many years old, I don't know how true it is.
They make that shit
But
hard as fuck for people,
but
yeah,
man.
now
but
they're actually letting them vote finally.
yeah, but
Oh
Um,
wow.
I couldn't. I couldn't, like you, like Val said, I like to travel. What if
No,
I'm
you're
on
right.
yeah.
vacation
They
or something?
put,
He can't get
even for like people that don't have like violent felonies or things that are like crazy, they like block them from doing so much shit. It's just crazy. Like you have like a drug charge, and they'll just block you from doing so much, and then it takes a lot of things and a lot of people to get things expunged and all that. Just
it hinders your, but it hinders you like in the future.
it
So
does.
I couldn't have a future with somebody with a special alone. Like you got like misdemeanors and small shit. Yeah, cool. But them fucking felonies hit hard. Like I know people that can't do shit. Like people always say, "Oh, it's the future for them too." No, it's not the future. It's hard. They can't get a regular ass job sometimes.
Oh yeah.
That's why most of them working at McDonald's. That's about the best they can get, to be honest.
Sometimes.
It's
So do
not
y'all do
people
y'all
that
think
who
that's slimmer options?
if
Like
they educate themselves and you know what I'm saying, get their own business, that's the only way I see them making money.
If it was
I
that
said, do y'all
simple.
think that slims our options down? Since if we say we won't date anyone with a criminal record, we losing so many men to the other side as well. Do you think we have like a slim options now as far as men? You
You
know, we don't
do.
want one with a criminal record. We don't know want one, you know, that's maybe on a DL. No disrespect to anything. Like we don't have that many options. Do y'all think we do?
Especially in black men.
If
We
black,
Yeah.
yeah,
don't.
especially if black men, we
We
do not
don't.
have that many options
And
at
it's
all.
already
Or
like
there's
more women
cheaters.
than men.
So what if y'all end up liking someone, maybe starting to love him, and then you find out he has a criminal record? Because do y'all do criminal records up front?
I think
Like,
that
okay,
that
I just
should
met
be
somebody, let me look up his name. Or like, what if you started to like him
age.
and
I think that at
uh,
our age, that is a topic that needs to be brought up at the beginning. I understand, you know what I'm saying, sometimes certain things are embarrassing, but like that can affect everybody. So you can't keep that a secret.
Like I
so
had somebody to date somebody that had a pedophile. Like he wasn't, he said he dated somebody that was, 15, he was 18, whatever, however the bullshit go. And she dated him, and the thing is, she couldn't bring him around her children, and she still dated him. I judge her. I'm sorry, I did
As
judge
your
her.
mama.
I'm sorry, I
Nah, I
judged her
couldn't.
I
The
because
judge her
pedophile
and her
thing.
why
mama.
would you? He was like, oh, he don't be around the kids, but why would you still consider that person? So you don't have no future plans with this person. Y'all just gonna go on dates and fuck. That's it. Like you don't want a ring. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you can't marry this guy unless you get rid of your children. So I looked at that as putting your children over a man. I mean, putting a man over your children when she was dating him. Even though she said they wasn't around each other, I just felt like you weren't really thinking about your children. You was thinking about your own well being. And that's just, I don't know,
I
y'all.
have a friend that actually, right now, she has a similar thing. She has no children. She wants to have children. But the dude, his background has a rape on it. And I know, right? And it was with a minor, so it's that whole little thing, right? But he claims he didn't do it. She believes him, But he went to jail for some time. Now, that's a hard one because it's like I wasn't there to say if you did or if you didn't. You know what I mean? But like I said, that puts you down as well. You dating him with something like that, like, you know, if you do have children, you can't have sleepovers. You know, you gotta always be on the sex offenders list, and that sucks. But it's like, even if he didn't do it, which I hope he didn't, but it's like, even if he didn't do it, it just puts you down as well.
Did he willingly tell her that, or did she find out?
He told her later on, and that's why I was just like you just said. Like, so I was surprised when she told me. I was just like, ew, girl, no.
Well, from personal experience, I had that happen to me. I was dating someone for a while, and out of nowhere, you know, he just started acting weird, talking about, you know, the past or talking about stuff. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And he's like, you know, I want to tell you, but I think you gonna judge me or this is that. I'm like, you just need to tell me. And when he told me, it was like, you know, I don't want to get into detail, but touching a little girl or whatever like that. And I got a little girl, so I instantly made that decision. I don't care how much I like you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Like,
you know, they do that. They will lie. I mean, I don't know if you were lying or not, but no, I didn't do it. So and so was just angry at me and made up a lie. This is that, and I didn't care.
Well, that was the same.
Yeah. But then, you know, you have those people like me with a good heart, like, you know, maybe it's true, maybe it's not.
But you don't have
hopefully, you know, you find happiness, but I'm not. But then it was like he admitted, this is why I don't tell women, because this is what's going to happen. So it kind of is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if that made him the next woman he won't tell at all?
But but it's like, but like you said, you have a daughter. Like I can't take that chance that you could or could not be telling the truth. I can't take that chance.
So do you think he has a right to the next woman be scared to tell her?
Yeah, I mean, he could be scared
every time he tell a woman they leave him. Because that's what he said. Now I'm not going to tell nobody ever again.
But when something like that always come up, it's gonna come up.
If people do their research.
Baby, I'm gonna trust me. One thing about it, especially when we like in a deep relationship, baby, I always find out a social security number, baby. I don't care how, baby. As soon as we finna lay down. Yeah, I finna know that social security number. That's why all my baby daddies hate me, because when I get mad, I start yelling their social security number. So baby, I'm gonna find out. I started yelling their social security real loud. That's like, baby, I'll win the argument real quick. Anyway, that's what I'm finna say. Like, just I couldn't do it, y'all.
When it comes to when it comes to rape and pedophiles, I think like whether it's true or not, I couldn't be in no relationship with someone. That's always gonna be in the back of my head, and God forbid something happen.
Right?
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Right for your ass.
Exactly.
You knew who exactly the person was before you allowed them to enter your house. So I'm not even taking them chance.
Right. Yeah. Maybe someone else, not me.
Right.
The options out there, but I know a lot of them would be afraid to bring something like that up in the beginning. You know, it's not something that I don't think most people would bring up in the beginning unless they feel like, oh, this is the love of my life and love at first sight, and I'm gonna tell the truth right there and then. But
yeah, my friend, she took a while before she chose to stay with him. And it's just like every time I see them on social media, I'm just like, and then I got mad when she's just like talking, because she doesn't have any children, like I said. So when she started talking about having children, I'm like, no, but I can't tell you not to have kids or anything like that. But it's just like, it's hurt our friendship because she's noticed that I'm angry with her, because I'll be like under the post like, you look cute, and she be like, I see what you're doing.
That's one thing about having friendships. I had to learn as I got older, like, you're not going to always do things your friends agree with, and vice versa. And you just got to be there for them. And I'm to the point now with my friend, I've been friends with her since middle school. I'm there when you fall. Like, whatever I predict that's going to happen that I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be there. I ain't going to do no I told you so, but I'm not going to keep bickering you about something that you want to do. Right. And I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to let it ride and just let life play out. and because that friction will be there if you
Yeah.
just make it known.
But I told her I apologized to her for being like that. But I mean, am I wrong for not wanting to hang out with them?
Not with them. With them, yeah.
No fucking pedophile.
I don't mind hanging out with her.
If it's
I'm
you
not
and
trying to do
her,
that.
yeah, it's fine.
But,
But,
Yeah. No, you're not
You're not
wrong.
wrong.
I don't mean
You're
you
not
have to take
wrong.
if you told your friend how you felt, your friend should respect that.
Yeah.
Just like you're respecting her decision.
Right.
And period. No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
So P Styles he said, but what if he's falsely accused?
How do
That's
I
what we
know
said.
That's
You
with
don't
certain
even
things.
know at that point
Like-
because it's still on your record.
Exactly. Like if Izzy is saying, like Izzy said, I don't know if it's true or not, but with his rape and pedophile, like those are the things that
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't matter to me at that point. And we'll
Even-
never know if he was falsely accused. If not,
And
we
then-
weren't there. Like,
Even
it's
like
just whatever he
attempted
tells
murder,
us.
I can't do attempted murder either, motherfucker, because you thought about it. You almost killed the motherfucker.
I mean, it depends on the situation for me. If
I
you're
know
trying to defend
some- I know some
yourself.
it was
You can
It
get
was
that from
like
the defense yourself.
self-defense type
Okay.
stuff. I know some, so I
I've
can't
been with
really
some
speak
killers.
on
What
that.
about a man with a domestic violence history?
Nah.
Hell no!
You next. You next if he has a history of
But what
it.
if it seems like he was total like
Bruh.
if you didn't find out for like a year and he never showed you any like
Listen, I was
A
dating
real
a
person.
guy. I was dating a guy a long time ago, and his ex called me, and she was like, "He's gonna be so abusive and this and that," and he was never abusive to me, and I'm just like, "Bitch, he beat your ass. He know not to beat my ass, baby. He ain't never tried me like that." But she was like, "He's so abusive. I would just leave if I was you," and this and that. Like she was trying to convince me to leave. I guess I don't know, but then like looking back, I think it was just her trying
Trying
to
to get back with him.
bring some friction. Yeah, bring some friction between us. But it never worked because, baby, I wish it would.
but he never showed you those
He never showed me. He was never like disrespectful. He was never verbally abusive. Never like I didn't see what she was talking about. I never seen that.
right.
With
Yeah,
him.
I'm that type. I gotta see for myself. I don't go by.
But
what
if it's like
Yeah,
a
I
record
don't
of
judge
it,
people
then
by what other
no.
people say.
That's a record of it. Hell yeah, I believe it. Hell yeah, baby.
Mhm.
Well,
But
that's what
then-
my friend was
then
trying to tell
again-
me. Go ahead.
But then again, it's some people that has been falsely accused from domestic violence because when I was younger, like it was my mom always said whoever get the phone first. So my mom got charged with being her husband ass because he called the police on her. She beat him with a pot. And yeah, that shit wrong on record. But listen, it got like that shit right there. That's why I say I don't really. Sometimes one event can ruin your life. Like you know what I'm saying. Even though you beat a bitch in the pot one day, you might not beat the bitch in the pot the next day. You know what I'm saying? Just one. So I don't
Yeah.
know. The mess about it. I'm on the fence about it.
And when you
There's a
say that
difference
one
between a
event can
history
ruin
and
your
one
life-
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you say that sometimes one event can ruin your life, that one person can.
Yeah.
You can be with the wrong person, the wrong time. You can end up having a baby with the wrong person, and that just ruins your life forever. You turn into a person you never thought you would be. And that's what a lot of men and women get in. Like my friend was trying to convince me, sometimes baby mamas be lying on the baby daddies. Like he probably ain't do this. They will lie, and sometimes, let's be honest, the court is mostly in the mama's favor. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men don't know what to do when they get to that court stage. But you can meet the wrong person and things make a big turn because love is a drug. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're right, Super. One event, one person.
I think it's important as Black people or Black women to just be mindful in a fit of rage, because I know we could be doing some reckless things in those moments, and we can end up falsely accusing these men, then put them in these situations where they can't do anything about it.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times they know that. You understand what I'm saying? They know that what goes on. They know that when they put them in the system that it's just it's a never ending thing. So they do that and they threaten them and they control. That's toxic. That goes back to toxic. And but they do that because they know they got one over your head. There's some people like that that'll just hold something against you, and your fear hold your darkest fear against you, and a lot of times they'll do that, and I've seen that a lot of times. I'm gonna call the police on you, and then like nigga ain't even do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Asia said, the court they have the mother's interest more than the father, and like even when you have when you give birth to your child, the father could be on the birth certificate, but that doesn't mean that he has joint custody. It doesn't mean you still have 100% custody of that child. He has to go to court to get joint custody.
Yep.
And another thing, people gotta realize, I'm gonna get like the people who don't have kids yet, like the guys who ain't got kids. Put yourself on child support first. That eliminate, like if you put yourself like that's what I've been trying to give people free game, because if you put yourself on child support first, you would pay so much less.
You sure will. They'll be in your face.
They would be in your face if you put yourself on child support first. Just for the people who ain't you know what I'm saying, don't know about that yet.
I don't believe people putting themselves in the system.
I know, but if you know your baby mama finna put you on child support, don't wait for her.
Well, I guess if you know that, yeah,
yeah,
you know that
you have 18 long years.
18.
So you don't know what this woman's gonna do within those 18 long years. So it is best to go ahead and establish that child support before she the one try to get back. You know what I'm saying?
And not even that, you know, child support. I know we this is a random topic. So I'm trying to put it on free game. Make sure you have your receipts, baby, because if your baby 7 and she go put you on child support when a baby 7, you know that would count you for since that baby was 1 all the way up to you was 7, saying you ain't did shit, so you'll have rearage and you'll be owing thousands of dollars. Just a little free game. So always put yourself on child support first, fellas.
I hate the system. I don't think
child support have something in writing of an agreement, basically. Or have an agreement established, basically.
I think that
those agreements goes out the window when that man move on to another woman. Then she gonna act like they don't have an agreement at all. Sometimes I done seen that happen. So it's best, like you said, for him to put his stuff on child support and stop thinking of her. Just think about it. This is the way you gotta take care of your kids, and just leave it at that. Because sometimes those situations just go down south once he finally moves on to something else, and then she's angry again. So
don't cash app her. Don't pay
PayPal for women that are bitter like that. With the child support stuff, like I don't know. I guess because I'm not that type of a person that I would never, you know what I'm saying. I can only speak for myself. I would never purposely put a black man in if he wasn't doing anything. I can't really speak from that sense. But I would never want to put anybody in a position where they can go to jail for something, because you can go to jail for that. But I guess if you need the help, then yeah. But I don't want another black man in jail. I don't want to be the reason that a black man
pay child support.
I know, but it's hard. It be hard for men sometimes. It do be hard sometimes for men. Like it say he got a record or to get the job or whatever the case may be. Say he locked up and now it's hard for him to get a job, and now he gonna go back to jail because he on child support and he can't pay. It's like a.
I have a friend that has eight kids, and they take 60% of his check. 60%. He was saying now, he was like, Deidre, I have to live with people. I can't never stay by myself. I can never succeed in life. They take 60% of his check.
What?
He has a fellow. Yeah, so he works at a warehouse and he makes $1,500 a week, and I think he brings home $300-$400.
How are you supposed to live like that? That's ridiculous.
How many kids he have?
He has 8.
That's his fault.
Oh, he got 8 kids.
That's his fault.
Shit. He got 8 children.
You should have married number 3. I don't care if you
don't
like
have
that's your
kids
fault.
if you can't take care of them.
Right,
Point blank. Period. I wouldn't I agree with you, Jada, as far as putting a man in the system. For me to put someone on child support, he would have to be long gone. I can't get in touch with him, and he has a kid and he's going on child support.
And
but
I need help.
He is at least trying to get better, or at least helping out, spending time, doing whatever he can, like there's no need like for child support, like because once you in there, like it's so hard to get out. Like I've watched it.
Let me ask you a question. Go ahead.
Oh, quick question, y'all. So you saying that I hear you, Izzy, but and Jada, I hear y'all. So I have two different baby daddies. It's that but would y'all rather for somebody to be financially there or their person? Me, I would rather for them to be there. I'd rather for him to be hands-on father.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I will understand how y'all say this and that and this and that, all that good. So what if it's like the dad stay in New York, dad stay in Chicago, and they're not able to come see their children, but probably once every 2 years, once a year. You know what I'm saying? So would you put that person on child support?
I feel like if you could put him on child support, y'all could come up with a mutual agreement for him to pay something, to you every month. I don't feel like I would go to the center child support. I feel like we could talk as adults. You are there. Okay, so this is what you can give me a month to help me out with them. I would do that. But child support to me is saying you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna do shit and you're not trying to. And you basically abandon your kids. But child support is a big thing. Like they try to make you put these black men on child support for a reason. Like they gave me an option. If I wanted food stamps, I had to put my baby daddy got to be on child support to get food.
Right.
You can't get any other type of
when
assistance.
I went to file a restraining order, they automatically put child support on there. I'm like, but I don't want child support. So I had to remove the restraining order in order to remove child support. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
automatically put them on child support. I'm like, that's not what I want.
Getting them in that system.
And then once they get in there, it's so hard to get out. Like you go through like a cycle and it just digs you in a deeper hole. Nothing gets better.
Y'all probably have baby daddies that cooperate.
Yeah.
I don't. My baby daddy look at me and he be like, okay, you good, them kids good. I ain't gotta do nothing. Okay, well guess what? You're gonna be held responsible. Just because I do what I'm supposed to do, don't mean that you can do what the fuck you wanna do and say fuck them. And fuck, you know what I'm saying? No. So I put mine on child support because he don't want to be responsible. So it's different reasons. Like really is a deadbeat, Phil. It's different reasons. So I mean, I most definitely did. I did that.
No, I do understand that.
I gave him chances. And for him to sit there and tell me, you good. You don't need my help. Who are you to dictate that? Well, guess what? You feel like that? This is what we finna do.
I felt that, y'all. My first baby daddy told me, y'all, it's not funny, but it's funny now, like, because I'm more mature. This motherfucker told me, my mama had 7 kids. She was a single mother. She could do it. You could do it too.
What? No way. No, guys, we do having a nerve. They do have the audacity.
My mama had 7 kids, and she can do it. You can do it too.
That's ignorant.
I so called his motherfucking mama. That's what the son said. He said you did 7 kids, so I'm finna put your ass in child support. Okay.
Yeah, at that point.
The nerve of him to say that. Now I have a deadbeat and I have a good one. That's why I'm blessed. Like I see the best of both worlds. Not the best of both worlds, because that's not it. You know, so I see the bad and I see the good.
Okay.
And what's so crazy, y'all? The good I have on child support too. And I've been considering taking the good off, because the good, anytime I call, the good right there.
Can you take them off? Is that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
What I was going to do, I was going to take the rearage off, because I put him on late, so they tried to go back. I'm taking all that off because he been there since day one, but he makes really good money. But the thing is, he lost his job. So me being who I am, I want to take it. I want to like pause it. They can't pause it though. You know what I'm saying? Because like he gets papers in the mail. They adding it up. And then guess what? He don't pay nothing towards that, but he still gives me something. So and I have to respect that. That's why.
Yeah,
That's what makes me
I'll
want
be
to.
shouting like I'm at church.
Yeah, that's what makes me want to like erase that. Like you not erase it, but take some of that load off because he does have other. He's a great father. I gotta admit it. My twin dad is a great father. The other motherfucker, I don't know too much, but my twin's dad is a great father. And I feel like I be an asshole sometimes. We two Geminis, you know what I'm saying? You know how we be, man. We be.
Oh, y'all Gemini.
Yeah, if he's a great father, I don't think
Yeah.
he should be on child support.
Yeah,
Some men go crazy with finances because most men are known to have to be the providers, the protectors, and sustain themselves, and they can't go to a job and flash their titties and get a job like that. So you want their daddy here. So if he gets to a point he losing his job, he got child support, he got to pay you, he got to pick them up, he got to do all that stuff. That can cause a lot of stress. So I would say do whatever you can if he is good to, help him out with that because you don't want to lose him to stress because a lot of black men are dying to stress too or just giving up. You know what I'm saying? And now they don't have a daddy.
Yeah, y'all making me sad. I don't talk about it.
Don't be
understand it
sad.
from your-
The fact that you realize that and
But
like,
I do realize it. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff I consider. You know what I'm saying? But COVID, the child support office haven't been open for a whole year.
Damn.
So, and I'm not the type of person. I'm not gonna write nobody.
See, I get where beauty came from with you. If a nigga if he's not doing anything, by all means, and you need the help. I don't care what it looks like. Just because, like she said, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, doesn't mean that you are excluded from this. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't be doing what you're supposed to be doing. But like Izzy or Asia was saying earlier, like if you're trying or something, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't. But like, how about this? Let me ask y'all a question. Say y'all were good. You didn't need any more money than you already have. Like you good. Would you still put him on child support?
I don't
If
think
I'm
I
rich, no.
I'll write them off.
If I'm rich,
I'll move away.
Now, I'm not rich, but I'm just saying, like, if you just well off, if you was just good, like, you don't need his help at all. Like, you don't need that extra money.
No, I wouldn't.
I appreciate time
I would.
over.
I would.
I'm about to say he'll be on babysitter duty
But what if he
every
Yeah.
wasn't? What if he was a
When it comes to
deadbeat
your
still?
kid,
What if
that's
he was a
it.
deadbeat still? Like,
And that's his choice and his loss for real.
okay.
That's his loss. I ain't gonna force nobody to be around. Like that's your loss if you choose not to be around your child and you're good and you know there's nothing more that he can do to help you. Like what's the point?
That's true.
Yeah, that's what my mother did that with my brother's father. She literally said, I remember the conversation. She said, "Are you going to be here? Or are you not?" He was just like, I mean, right now. She was like, "So you're not? Okay, goodbye." And then never talked to him again. And that was it. She never put him on child support, nothing. She just, I got it.
Now if he out there and he got it and you know he got it and he
Mad struggle.
and he just chooses not to have.
Yeah.
He chooses to take care of other kids, and he got other kids, and he's just not choosing to take care of this kid. Then, of course.
I've seen
But if
that.
he's broke and you know you're not gonna get anything out of it, like it's pointless.
I've definitely
Isn't
seen
that-
that before. They have a whole nother family and they sitting up there taking beautiful, wonderful, taking Christmas pictures and shit, all matching pajamas and shit. You got a whole nother baby that you ain't seen in 3 years. Oh, I hate seeing that.
Girl, I just got so uncomfortable in my seat. Listen,
I saw you get up.
big weddings. What? Your daughter couldn't be the flower girl?
Damn.
Ooh, baby, let me hush. Ooh.
Nah, I wouldn't force no parent to be around. Like I feel like if they choose not to, that's their loss. Like, but when it comes to finances, then I know you can take care of them financially and you choose not to, and I'm able to put you on child support and like nothing else is working out yet. Yeah, but I'm not gonna force you to be around.
You think that new wife is wrong? If the new wife knows that you don't take care of that old your other child, you don't think they wrong for not tell?
Listen, y'all.
Because you can't force nobody to do nothing. But I would try to be like, look, you need to.
Listen, I'm the type, if I'm dating you and I can't date a deadbeat. If I see you not taking care of your children, I'm gonna ask you several questions about your children. Like that's what guys be like. Why are you asking me about my fuck? Because I want to see what type of nigga you is.
I feel that.
So if I'm the type, I'd be like, so how often you get your kids? Oh, the baby mama tripping. Okay, why won't you go to court? oh yeah, why won't you go get your kids? Like I'm the type I be.
Yeah, I'm two-sided. I'm like that as well. It's like,
Nah, I would be the one that's over here trying to do the work to make sure he try to get see his kids. But there's a lot of guys that do make up excuses on why they can't see their kids. A lot of them, I'm listening. Like this is a whole excuse. Like there's no reason why you can't see your kid just because they're in another state or whatever the reason is.
Isn't
A lot
that
of them do
turn
make up
on?
excuses. Yeah, it is. I couldn't be with someone who chooses not to like take care of their kids. That
Like
choose
Val,
not to spend time with them.
Val, you don't have any children. Like if you met a man with, do you date men that have children, or you don't really care? You have. So if they don't, if you see like they're not like responsible with their children or take care of their children, could you still talk to them?
It depends if they want to take care of it. Well, if they try and be active, but the baby mama is like,
Oh
I
yeah.
probably still with that person.
Okay.
But if they are actively in their child's life, then definitely, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah. The man.
So I see it as like, what if we start dating and end up pregnant? Are you going to become a deadbeat again to my
Right.
child?
That's true.
Gotta happen.
I'm just curious, like, are there really young men out there that say, I don't want to be in my child's life at all? They really out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They don't- I
so
don't think
weird.
They feel like they're not ready
They
and
don't
she
say
good. She can handle this.
How can you go to sleep at night knowing you
couldn't.
created
You know you gotta get
something
a
so
kid out
fucking
there.
beautiful that came from you and be like, fuck that, I'm gonna keep doing whatever I want to do?
It's like there's women out there who can just drop their babies off like
Oh, you
on the
right.
front step. Like I can't imagine, but there's men and women out there who are okay with knowing that there's someone, a little person they created, and they don't give a damn about them.
And
Like
I
what's
feel
going on
crazy.
with them.
The men out there that don't want to be in their child's life is because they just fuck just to fuck, and that person ends up having the child, like keeping the child. So it's like kind of, I don't know what that situation would be like, but
Nah,
like,
they both
don't
decided to have sex.
in the first place. So practice safe sex.
Yeah, if they both decided to have sex, I don't believe in
You deal with the
you gotta take care of the child because you decided to have the child. Y'all decided that when you decided to have sex, unprotected or
There's-
whatever.
Right. There's-
So what if y'all get pregnant, right? And the dude block y'all on social media and on your phone.
Damn, I'm sure that has happened to people before.
So what would you do?
And you don't know their name or nothing. It was just like a sneaky link.
Yeah,
You don't even know his real name. You can't
Gone
even
wrong.
find him.
Sneaky link gone wrong.
Sneaky link on
We'll have to
wrong.
abort that.
So, in that situation,
Yeah, you kind
You don't know
of Asia, right?
nothing.
I mean, and I don't even believe in stuff like that, but that's like you just signing up to be all on your own.
You can't even tell your child like
Who you-
where they come
where
from.
you-
Kinda.
Who's my daddy? I don't know. Do you?
You remember how he looked? Damn.
would you keep the child?
I don't know.
Probably. And like I said, I don't believe. I guess it matters my state of how I'm doing, but I would feel terrible to not to automatically know that when that child comes out that I don't have a father figure in their life, and I made that decision, you know. So probably not. That's why they have that option.
That baby gonna skirt.
Send the baby back to God.
Damn, Jada.
I'm sorry.
Hey, what that nigga said? Double
Homicide.
Bruh.
Damn, double homicide. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, not the double homicide.
That was so rude.
homicide, baby.
Not
She
the
said,
twins. Not
"Bitch."
the
And
twins.
I'm sorry.
She said, bitch.
Said, I know
She
she
was
was
gonna do
back up,
something.
like she stopped crying quick as hell. Damn.
Jocelyn looked like, what the fuck? And she said, I'm sorry. She said, I'm
He said twins. And even if he was talking about like, even if it wasn't a one night stand, and if he told you like he didn't want to have a baby, y'all still decided to sleep together. So
Absolutely.
if
I
she
wouldn't have
decides
it.
to have a baby, it's still your responsibility. But if you decide to have the baby, don't expect nothing from him. That's what I'm saying. But it's still his responsibility.
It's just my whole thing is if you both lay down, you choose to both have unprotected sex, then we know what comes with that. We know the what can come from that. We're all adults. You know what I mean? We're not dumb. We know that I could possibly get pregnant. So when I get pregnant, or if I get pregnant, and you're saying, "Oh, I don't want you to have the baby," we knew what could come from this. So I just don't see, like, I do think that it's the woman's. I mean, I guess both of them, but no, I think that really is the woman, because she's the one who would have to carry the baby the whole time. And like I said, when you first have the baby, you have 100% custody of that baby, so that's her baby, really. You know what I mean? But you do the thing that comes with that is you would have to have probably a financial obligation. But that's what comes with it, and y'all both knew that. Just because y'all wanted to get the real feel.
But if you have enough information, you can still put this man on top of.
Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying, don't expect anything from
anything
him.
more than that.
Like,
anything.
If you know he say, yeah, his mama said to drop the baby off one day, like, hey, baby, grandbaby.
I can't even do that to no kid.
I don't trust nobody. I don't even trust people with my fucking kids.
If a man say he don't want to be around, then nope. Bye. But there are a lot of women that think that having a baby will change the guy, and they get all disappointed. Like, he already told you. I mean, but it's both their responsibility once that baby comes in, if you choose to put them on child support. But I don't think you can force them to be around.
You can't force nobody to be around. You can't force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do. But that's why a lot of times they just like, okay, well, I'll take the financial choice then. So we can do it.
So how do y'all feel about women and men doing 50-50, splitting bills?
Would y'all do 50-50 on the bills or not?
No, 50-50. I agree with everything the game said.
I agree too.
I agree with everything he said. Ain't nothing wrong with what he said.
Can somebody pull it up so we can exactly repeat? Because I think, hold on.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Especially, if they're both making money. He said if he's comfortable doing it, like, why not? Like, if she's cooking and taking care of home and being a wife and fucking you good, like, why not? Like, if you can do it, why not?
And it's
You're
not
comfortable doing it.
Some people, like some guys, I see. When I had posted, a lot of guys in my inbox, and they was just like, "How could you say that? Like, we don't make the same money today, and this and that, and it's not how it was back in the day." It's a lot of people that still do it, baby. I mean, I understand. I don't know. I always been a breadwinner in all my relationships, so I can't.
So you've been the person that's been paying more than the man.
I don't want to say no. It's always been 50-50, but I always been the breadwinner.
Oh,
like I can't, you know what I'm saying? And if he lack, I'ma have it. That's just me. But I do. I mean, that's a dream relationship. You want a nigga to take care of you. I mean, hello. But in reality, these niggas don't got the jobs. They can't working at a warehouse, working at like 9 to 5s. That's not like
pay everything
high up. It's not gonna pay, especially like shit.
I feel like if he is financially able to pay everything, and he should. But if like you were just describing, like if he he just can't, then I do agree with paying half and half. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything necessarily wrong with it, but I think that the goal of the man probably should be to take care of financially take care of the household, and we do the physical part, like the children and the cooking and the cleaning and stuff like that. That goes back to the gender roles, but yeah.
So the game said, why she got to pay half of the rent? She giving half of the pussy. She said, she's giving you half of the pussy or something. Niggas killing me. Since the beginning of time, real men have always taken care of the shelter, provide and protect them. And if you ain't got it, go get it.
Facts.
Like I was like, you watch a whole bunch of shows, you always hear a man say, "Well, baby, I'm gonna work more hours and work on the weekends too to make up, for the extra slack if they have another, financial burden." Niggas nowadays not doing that.
I miss that shit when people when they would go out and get it. Go out and get it. But
And it's like,
I feel like it's hard now. Like they don't have that.
Yeah, a lot of niggas don't want to go to jail. But that just goes back to. But there's people starting businesses and stuff like that. I can definitely say that now. There's a lot of young black people, period, just starting businesses and doing things like that. But it's just a lot of there's so much lack of motivation now where they don't want to do it, or they don't want to. They're like, I ain't finna do that just for a woman. You know what I mean? Like. Or whatever, but I miss the old days, how it used to be when the man was just the man and the woman. That's how my grandfather, my grandma paying a bit. What? And they had the same job. They had the same job, but my grandfather would not let my grandma pay one damn thing. Okay?
I wish.
And I think he's more so saying like his woman, like if she wanted to, she's able to financially take care of herself. But if you're with a man or with a husband and y'all living together, like, why should she? Like, if you can take care of it, if you can handle it, why would you let your woman go half on it? Not really so much as she's not making like any money, or she's just doing nothing and he's just taking care of her. But I think that also brings up too, I don't think if you're not ready to get into a relationship, like live together, get married or whatever, financially, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I believe in building together, but y'all can still live separately or do your own thing and build together. But like when it comes to living together too, that's another like financial.
I like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even want nobody to come over. You want to come over their shit. They ain't got no shit to come over to.
but there was, I don't know if this was the game or where I seen that at, but like it was saying something about like, so you shouldn't let, like, it's not fair that you're spending all your money but letting her stack up or something like that.
No, we don't live in the 60s no more, but being a mom and being a woman is a job. It's two different jobs.
Yeah.
Like, we bathing the kids, we feeding them, we making sure they straight on the doctor's appointments, if they ear hurt, stuff like this. And we gotta fuck you when you get home from work and keep ourselves up, our pH balance up, make sure we shaved, make sure that's jobs. Like, we gotta stop playing like we're so strong that we don't notice sometimes and sit back and think how much we do in the day. We deserve to be taken care of, period. You know what I'm saying? All you need to do, you work, all you do is have to work 8 hours a day, bro. You come home to food, you come home to vagina, you come home to your kids, you come home to a meal, you come home to a clean house, you come home to a woman that's loving you, giving all her energy to you, and you saying you got a problem making sure she got lights and food in her belly. That's it.
Right.
We have to, like, we're so used to being strong, but we don't sit down and think of how much we do in one day.
No,
we
right.
deserve to be taken care of.
We're so used to it.
Because we're doing all that plus working too.
Yes, plus working.
A full-time job.
All he got to do is work 8 hours, come home and have the world. That is not hard.
It's not like you gotta come home, wash dishes, and do, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do no extra shit when you come home. That shit already taken care of. That's a part of a wife or a woman that
because we gonna do that regardless if we have a man in the household or not.
Like, if I was a guy, I would think that my wife being able to not work a job would give her more energy. So by the time I get home from work, food's ready. Like, if I want to have sex, she's ready to have sex. She got more time to keep the house clean, take care of the kids, do things with the kids. Like, it's a balance thing too. Like, you got to think about that in that way. Just wife being taken care of financially, it just makes her basically better. Like, she has more energy, she cooks better.
I do want to say, because I see people in the chat talking about it's different times. But let me tell you this. If a man really cares about his woman, you're going to make a way. You're going to make a way. If you see that she's taking care of the kids, she's working, she's doing all this, your main goal every day should be, I got to get my woman off her feet. my woman shouldn't be working like this, and she's at home and she got to come home and do work. Then she got to love on me. Then she got to make sure my emotions straight. Then she got to deal with my attitude. Then she got to clean the house. My goal is to make sure you ain't got to work. No, that should be your goal. I get that we're not in the 60s, but your goal, your ultimate goal should be able that your family ain't stressing. You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
a lot of men are trying to live beyond their means, and women too. You a man saying you don't want you want it 50-50, but you got a Escalade outside or a Charger, and you spend $800 a month on a car note when that $800 could have went to the rent, and your woman didn't have to work for that $800. So, with that being said, if you can't do 50-50 right now, your goal should be to let your queen be able to stack her money, fulfill her dreams, because that money gonna always come back home. What we gonna do? Spend it on him?
Right.
What we gonna do with our extra money? Spend it
Right.
on the kids?
Exactly.
What we gonna do? Decorate the house? It's gonna
Or go
always
on vacation
come back.
together.
Anyway,
But
Yeah.
your
exactly.
goal should not be your woman working 5 jobs,
And-
which include
Yeah.
children, working, you, her own body, and everything else. So no, it's not. It's not like going to happen overnight in this world we live in today. But your goal, it's 50 million hustles out there for that a man can't do, that a woman can't do. So your goal should be that, not just saying, well, for all your life you gonna be working. Shit, it's you know, it's 2021. If your mindset is that to your queen, to never not have her to work again, that's a problem.
Yeah,
but you got an $800 car note outside.
It may not be the 60s, but a man still is built like a man. A man is supposed to be able to withhold that type of working. A woman is not supposed to be doing that type of shit.
These niggas, these 2020 man,
They think we're supposed to, like, we got the same physical build. We don't have the same.
We bleed, and we bleed. You think we want to be at work bleeding?
Exactly. We don't have
Our body, you know what I'm saying? It's not made for stuff like
It's
that.
not made for stuff like that. We are not supposed to be laborers. We're supposed to go through labor, but we're not supposed to physically be doing what they are doing, and that's what they expect.
The women go back to work weeks after giving birth. That's a crazy thing, and still are expected to.
They are lazy. These men are lazy. They better want to watch their ass nowadays. They lazy.
Old school men used to go out and get it. They don't care if they had to work on a neighbor car across the street. If they had to work on the house down the street, they used to go out and get it. They are lazy today. But they don't mind spending $900 on the car note to have a nice car outside.
Or standing
They are lazy nowadays. As far as making it not easy for Black men, I don't agree with that. That's an excuse to me. As far as making it not easy for Black men, I feel like nowadays it's a lot easier than it was back then for them. So if they were able to do it, take care of home, I don't think there's any excuse for that.
Would y'all rather be a housewife or be a wife to go out and get it?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to go out and get it because I don't trust these niggas.
I agree with that, Beauty. I just can't. Because I don't trust in the man of today's. I can't be a housewife. I don't trust you.
Yeah, I can't do a housewife. I'm gonna go get I need my
own. But the thing is, if he is playing everything, it's not saying you stop your dream. You stop what
you're still doing your thing.
You're stacking your money. Like that's what we all should do.
I feel like it somewhat should be, not that it should be 50-50, but in my dream, it would be somewhat 50-50 because at the end of the day, okay, I'll get the kids dressed for school and you can make sure they get on the bus. Or I drop them off at daycare and you pick them up. You know what I'm saying? I'm chasing my bag and you chasing yours, and we both trying to build a foundation for these kids. Yeah. So I feel like if I cook breakfast, you cook dinner. If I cook, you wash dishes.
If it's like that,
if it's like that, okay. A lot of men don't think like that.
No,
I think it's talking about financially.
We're gonna bring Mac Mang to the front of the congregation right quick. We're gonna bring him to the front of the congregation right quick.
We bringing Matt Mang.
What Matt Mang said, but women fought so hard for equality. Now we fought to get a fair job in this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like back in the day, women couldn't say shit. We couldn't do a lot of shit. Motherfuckers ain't want us to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Getting our feet dirty and shit. We just want a good job because we can't depend on y'all lazy ass motherfuckers. And if we can't get no man, they got a.
I'm about to get mad. We should be able to have the right to if we want to. So yes, we fought for the right to. Doesn't mean you necessarily, because you fought for it, you need to just be out there doing that. What?
Y'all,
In the hot seat.
to be real, a lot of women back then fought for equal rights and job pay because they killed off a lot of black men that had families.
You're right.
And the women had to support the family by themselves. So they had to fight to get money to be able to take care of their kids after their husbands were killed because they were black.
Right.
So
Yeah, that
it's a lot of stuff that goes behind women fighting for equal rights because we had to stand 10 toes down when our black men was getting locked up for no reason,
Right.
or when they was getting hung from trees for no reason, leaving little black boys and girls behind, and they white to stand 10 toes down on their own.
And you still
So
gotta
they
take care
didn't
of your
fight just to
family.
say, let me work. No, they had to. How they gonna take care of these kids and their husband in the grave? You know what I'm saying? So they had to.
All right, in the army, fighting and shit. They made.
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right, because that don't make no sense. So we fought to have the right to. So if you, like Asia said, if all that's going on, how am I able to support my family still? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but with that in mind, we can't be like putting so much pressure on men because the system it's designed for black men anyway.
No,
So for us to say, oh yeah, go out there and go get it, get what? Get what? Like, because they can't get it like that. I'm sorry. They can't get it easily. So it's going to take a lot of time for them to get to a point where I agree with Asia on that, to get to that point where they can help us as black women.
But with my response to what you just said, it's nothing necessary to get it. Yeah, you can get it. You got to have the motivation. You'll find out what, you know what I'm saying, you want to go after. You know what I'm saying? That's a broad question, But at the end of the day, I do agree with women do need to kind of, times are changing, you know what I'm saying? Queens are starting to wake up, realize that the kings are kings. Kings are starting to realize that the queens are queens. You know what I mean? So it's just like we got y'all back. We always had their back, anyways. But that's a whole nother topic. But but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? There is so many excuses nowadays, and what they chasing after is the wrong shit. Like Asia said, they want a fucking charger. They want a motherfucking charger, bitch. If you know your ass cannot afford no fucking charger while you staying in a 1-bedroom studio apartment and you got 4 kids, why you got that charger?
And Val, to back up off your statement about what can they go get as black men, that's where we have to educate ourselves, and that's where they have to educate ourselves. It's plenty of black men out here with money. It's plenty of black men with their own businesses and that do many different hustles. Men have to start humbling themselves and asking other men, hey brother, can you guide me to what you're doing? Or hey brother, listen, I got a family. Listen, I ain't have a dad. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me out? Men got to start humbling themselves and saying, bro, to feed my family, I don't care if I'm gonna work at McDonald's. Men have to be humble. It's a lot of things that we can do, but also study. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of job offers out. A lot people pay people to move to Alaska. They pay you and give you a house and give you a job out there. It's a lot of work visas you can get to work across the country, but it's educating themselves and studying. How can I get my family out of this situation? Mm-hmm. How can I get myself out of this? We don't have to be stuck because America says we're stuck. And we don't have to be here. So as the king and the queen, y'all both educate yourselves to say, how can we come about this struggle? So it's no more excuses.
Yeah,
there's really no excuses. I feel like
go ahead.
Yeah, if a black woman can do it, like there's no excuse for a black man. Like you're just putting yourself in that position at that point. There's plenty of opportunities out there. There's plenty of rich black men. There's plenty of black men taking care of black women out there and their whole family and have no problem with it. And not saying any like, oh, she's not working, she's lazy. She probably has her own business that she's working on, or that he's helping her build by being able to financially take care of everything else. That allows her to work on her dreams. So there's no excuse.
It is no excuse.
It's really no excuse.
They are in our community. They are trying to deteriorate the black man out of our household. They have been trying to do that. But understand that a man should not sit there and let them do that. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing that's going on. They just been like, oh, well, it's hard. Nigga, no, don't accept that.
No one said it was gonna be easy.
It's not easy.
Definitely
It's not easy for the woman.
especially for
It's not
us.
easy for the
For
it's not
black
easy for the
people.
woman. It's not easy for the black man. I know it's hard, but don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Don't accept that they are trying to remove you from the household. Don't accept that they are trying to, you know what I'm saying, break you down. Don't accept that shit. Do better. You can do it. I believe in all black men.
My group chat support black businesses. I actually go out there and buy product, clothes, all that good stuff from black businesses.
Yeah.
And that's good. And it's a lot of my little brother, he out here grinding. He got a truck. He helped move people. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff like that. Just moving. People need their grass, they lawn mowed, stuff like that. It's like different stuff. And like you said, it ain't gonna be easy. But we go to school. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black women go to school. We get educated. We have babies. We do all this stuff. And for us to get pregnant by a black man to say it's hard. Black men used to never do that, bro. Black men used to stand in front of their wives and take the whip for their wives. Wanted them to stay in the house because they knew the predators outside of the house. So
Right. It's different.
They just like I've been saying, these men are lazy.
And they don't
Laziness
know.
has a lot to do with
It's
it.
lazy. It's no way that they like a man gonna find a real man gonna find a husband.
And if their outcome can't be the jewels and the chargers, then they don't want to go after it. They like, well, that McDonald's job not gonna get me this chain.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
they gotta go. Listen, let me tell you what you can get with a felony and make great money. You can drive the motherfucking trucks, baby, making
the
buku
trucks.
money.
but you can't
Buku. That's
smoke.
why I'm like.
Don't
That's
smoke.
why I always said. That's why I ever noticed. There's a lot of felonies that drive trucks, baby. They making buku money, baby. Now I need me a truck
You just have
driver.
to start your business.
people out here doing stocks and stuff.
There's
all that.
opportunities out
Right
there.
now. Let me check real quick.
We can open up for Q&As and get
Yeah,
close to
Yeah, gotta go to work in the morning.
right.
Okay,
Max
Q&A.
said, being Max. So when do y'all think it's a right time for couples to come together in marriage, then to start a build or already have something to stand on securely? Me personally, I would feel like at this point we are each individually already at least working on something of our own already. For me to get in a relationship with someone, if I ask them, hey, what's your goals? What's your plans? Do you plan on working this job for the rest of your life? And he doesn't know, I couldn't do that. I need more than you just being comfortable where you at right now.
Yeah.
But that's me personally.
I agree with that.
Um,
At this age, we're too old to not be established some kind of way. And it's no way I'm going to go into a relationship having a daughter and he ain't got nothing going on.
Build
So
a
at this
man.
age, you got to have something going on. I don't got time to build. Mm-mm.
Right. But thank you guys for joining us tonight.
No.
Sending it out about the man having goals.
About a man having goals, huh?
Well, we thank
Oh,
y'all
ask
for joining us.
That's the go. No.
Oh, if he has a decent job but no plans for business ventures, like I'm saying, like if she wants more out of the relationship, like if she knows that you can do more.
That's called pushing your man, telling your man, hey baby, look, baby, listen, let me show you about this little baby, you buy this truck, baby. Then you make this money, baby, then we can do this, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get a woman that motivates you, because if you and your woman just sitting there y'all looking at each other, it's never gonna go nowhere. That's why I be like,
And I know some people are comfortable with a decent job.
No,
but
baby,
that's why I said, me
I'm-
personally, I wouldn't be like, he gotta want more than just a job.
Granted, it's not meant for everybody to own a business. We still need janitors. We still need people to clean up schools. We still need people to clean up the road. We still need the garbage disposal people. It just depends on the couple and the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people live in tree houses. Some people like to live in closed knitted. Every family is different, but different strokes for different folks.
It's
not for me, baby.
It's not more so an individual not wanting to be a truck driver. That's just where it starts with you. But then eventually you will have your own business, your own truckers all over the world, you know? So you got to start from somewhere. It's not going to always be comfortable. It's not going to always be easy. And you're going to have to make sacrifices.
Yeah. Everybody,
Yes,
doesn't want the American dream. I definitely don't want the American dream. You know what I mean?
Y'all want to pick a fix.
I don't want the American dream because it's not meant for us. I feel like we need to just build our own community.
Right.
I am on.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I would definitely be sitting with Malcolm X.
I have dreamed of a community where all, not racist at all, but pro-black community where men take rotations of protecting the community. Everybody's licensed to carry. Everybody's legal. Everybody's strapped up. And we just got our farms, everything, hurting our own animals.
Malcolm X said that we should have segregation. I absolutely agree with that statement.
Same.
Listen, they can jump in the studio together and make songs, but don't come together to do something where they can keep making money. You know what I'm saying? It's so much. Our focus is just.
It's
so off. And we keep accepting people taking shit from us. We keep accepting that shit. That's why, like I said, and I really don't give a damn with who agrees with me and who doesn't. But Malcolm X said that we should have kept segregation, and I agree. I 100% agree. I don't know about forever, but I definitely think that it should have been, because we would have been able to build up, and it wouldn't be like this.
Mac, to answer, I agree with you, Jada. I definitely agree. I studied the whole Malcolm X things. That's my faith, so I ain't gonna get my faith into it. But I 100% agree with that.
Okay.
I 100% agree with that. 100,000% agree with that. I agree with fighting back. I agree with all that. I don't believe we should have desegregated at all. But I'm not racist in any kind of way. But to answer your question, Mac said, does the government and military jobs count as secure job? Me personally, I feel like whatever floats your boat, you and your girl's boat. I don't trust the military. I don't believe in fighting for a country that doesn't fight for you. Mm-hmm. They killing your kind every day while you gone overseas, and I don't feel like we need to be in other countries anyway. Like, why the hell we over there? Leave people alone. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop being bullies. So I personally don't want my man being in the military.
Do y'all see some of these veterans? What they've done? How they're struggling?
Oh man, that's sad.
How can you allow somebody who's fought for you, for this country, to be fucked up?
Kinds of benefits for life, for family independence. I don't know. Like a secure job is your definition, I guess. To me, a job that can easily get rid of you at any moment, that's not secure to me.
That's not a secure
job.
You're right.
The government and the military, like, you could be gone in a second. So it's not secure.
Exactly. Yep. You could be shot.
I don't think there's a value on your life, even though it comes with benefits for life and your family and stuff like that. Secure to me is you being able to control your own finances and control your own life.
And for you to just take care of your family, that's a secure job to me. If you can't afford what you want, then you don't need it. If you don't make no more kids if you can't afford it. Shit. Cause I'm maxed the fuck out. Shit.
Okay.
Yes.
But I be wanting to tell people that like how he just said, secure jobs and shit. Like, if you don't have a secure job, is not meaning like something super successful. Just like, if you can take care of you and yours is good, then y'all secure. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where you working at. But if don't try to live a lifestyle you can't afford, like you said, the charges and shit. Like, don't live a lifestyle you can't afford.
Right.
Because it's a lot of people nowadays are living a lifestyle. They stay in 2-story houses, can't even afford it. They rent these motherfuckers. Like, bitch, just go get your credit together.
Yeah.
Get a mortgage. It's cheap. Yeah. Be smart. They're not smart. They're not educated.
That needs to be a class in high school. Y'all need to be teaching these children about real life, about credit, about all that stuff like that. When I graduated high school, I didn't know anything about credit. That is where my mother failed me. I didn't know anything about credit and all that stuff like that. And that's very important, because that's something that can really fuck up your future. You know what I mean? They need to teach them real life skills, actual life skills. They making too much money
off that. I don't think they're gonna teach that in school. They making
way. Not even that. Just a little, what I'm saying, a little, off subject. Get your kids a credit card. Even if it's like $100 a piece, y'all know y'all can build a credit like right now. So all my kids, you can add them to your credit card. So when you spend on your credit card, it's adding to them too. just a little FYI, you know what I'm saying? Get your kids
Right,
credit.
Mom. That's why
My kids credit a little bit up there, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? You just, a little education, little credit education. Put your kids' name on your credit card.
I don't even want to be in America.
I don't need
Jada,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
real, off stream. If you want to talk, let's talk. I want to move.
Remember
I'm
we
scared to move by
talked about
myself.
this before.
I'm scared to move by
I'm
myself.
so serious. Like, I don't even want to live here
We gonna
anymore.
talk.
Yeah, okay, I got
Where
you.
we going?
So we got,
Alright.
yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, any vet should get paid for
Is
life and housing off
what you
bucks.
doing, baby?
Not for
Huh?
real.
What I'm doing?
Y'all see that? It's just me.
What do you,
What happened?
I screen record. I'm sure y'all. Some shit. It's just me, probably. Y'all, if y'all don't see it, it's me.
yes.
Alright, no. So I don't even want to be here. It's been real. It's been fun.
It's been great.
It's been great. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Check out the YouTube links
Please
and
check
somewhere
out the
in
YouTube.
about. Yeah, check out the YouTube. That's where you'll find all the past episodes. And y'all have a good night.
And don't judge us, judge your mama.
All right.
Mama.
Bye.
Okay. All right.